Thank you all for tuning in today. It's Thomas from the Barber Style Directory, and welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, he is in dire need of a haircut, and we're going to bring him back to life. So right here, we're cutting the top down with the number 2 guard. And the reason I went with the number 2 guard, because since it's been so long since he's had a haircut, I didn't want to cut it lower than that initially, just because I wanted to see how his hair pattern grows. I'm following the hair with the grain. Now right here, this is where I drop down to the 1.5 guard, just to smooth everything down. And right here, I'm just removing bulk to make it easier for whenever I begin to taper. So I pretty much have it to the length that I want, but you'll see in just a second, I'm going to take the 1 guard with the lever fully open and just smooth the hair down. And it may look low, but just wait until I put the taper on the haircut, and then you'll really see. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to start by blending in the sideburns. So I basically start with the lever fully open, and then I gradually close the lever until it's blended out. And we're just going to jump right into the taper, and we have the lever fully open. And notice how I'm dominantly using the right side of the blade. And we're going to start with the lever closed and slowly open it up until we reach the top of that guideline. Being sure to comb after every few strokes. By the way, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. If you want to see more tutorials like this, check out our other videos, and you can also check out our website at www.barberstyledirectory.com. And also follow us on Instagram at the Barber Style Directory. And if you want to see more of my personal haircuts, you can follow me on Instagram at Thomas Cuttit. That's ThomasCuttit. But back to the video. So here we have the 1 guard, and we're just gradually blending in that taper. So I started with the lever fully open. Then now I have it closed, and I'm going to open it in just a second. See, I opened it halfway. And with tapering, the steps are exactly the same as if you were fading, except you're fading in a much smaller space. That's why you see me using the corner of the blade. And now I have on the 1/2 guard, and I'm going right up under that 1 guard. So right now it's halfway, and then you're going to see me gradually close it. So now it's fully closed. And since you're blending in such a small space, a lot of times you'll just adjust the lever just to get certain dark spots out. And here I just used the 1.5 guard just to blend everything into the top. That way the taper flows smoothly. What you're seeing me doing right now is called spot mopping. I'm really just looking for any dark spots, and I'm only using the corner of the blade. We have one side down. Now we're going to do the exact thing that we just did on the left side. So whatever you do to one side of the head, you have to do it to every side. So you can guess, whenever we get to the back, we're going to repeat the same steps. And notice how on the right side, I was using the right side of the blade. And now that I'm on the left side of the head, I'm using the left side of the blade. You rarely will ever see me use the full blade on a taper, like I said, and that's because you're blending in such a small space. Really, with tapering, a lot of the technique is in the lever play. So you'll usually have to blend opening and closing the lever quite frequently. And then once again right here, I'm doing that spot mopping technique, just looking for any dark spots, just to get a really nice transition. And you guessed it, we're gonna do the same exact thing in the back of the head, except the only difference, you have more space to blend. So I'm really just gonna sit back and let you watch it, and then I'll chime in if I feel like it's necessary. So since it's been so long since he's had a haircut, the reason that I'm spending a lot of time on this neck taper, I'm really just trying to get the hair to lay in place. That's why you see me going back a lot and doing a lot of blending with my one guard. I'm just trying to get everything to lay down smoothly. Okay, so right now what I'm doing, I'm applying some foam mousse to his hair, and I'm basically about to lay the hair down. So here I just distribute it evenly across his head, and then I'm gonna brush it in and blow dry it. So that way the hair will stay in place. To me, this really helps once you're doing a transformation cut like this, because the hair is so used to just being unruly and all over the place. But once you tame it, then it'll lay in place. And prepping the hair like this before a lineup will really help make the lineup process way easier. And this is pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch. But pretty much we're just gonna keep the arches as natural as we can while getting them sharp as possible. And when lining up the corners, I always recommend to comb the hair out. That way you get any stray hairs. And some people have really sensitive necks, so you don't have to press down extremely hard. As long as your trimmers are set pretty good, you don't have to apply a lot of pressure. As you can see, I'm just tapping and going. Just tap and go, tap and go. And we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. And you don't want to exaggerate over the ear too much. You still want a nice sharp lineup, but you just don't want to exaggerate it too much. As you guys can see, that foamy mousse, it really helped to lay his hair down. You can see it's not as prickly as it was. And then here I'm proceeding on with the front lineup. You don't want to go digging too far. You just want to take off the least amount of hair as possible while still getting a straight edge. And just to add a little style to this cut, I just went ahead and gave him a part. He usually gets a part every time I cut his hair. In my opinion, the perfect way to finish up a haircut is with a nice good razor line. This will give that haircut that extra crispness, and it will also make the haircut last a few days longer. However, if you're cutting someone for the first time, make sure that their skin can take a razor because you don't want to cause irritation. There are many skin types out there. Some people have sensitive skin. I want you guys to let me know what you think of this cut in the comments. I think it turned out really well, but I want to know what you guys think. Once again, if you got something valuable out of this video, I ask that you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to let you check out the cut.